I think this attack has not come as a surprise. This kind of attacks was anticipated. Primarily, in fact, over the last few months, we have been seeing repeated attacks on Indian networks and Indian governmental sites and websites. In fact, in July 2015, the Antrix website, being the official arm of Indian Space Research Organization, was also hacked. So India is now particularly being targeted, and I would see these targets and these attacks as nothing but cyber war attacks which are targeted at India. Given that scenario, I think our preparedness level is one area that I'm concerned with, primarily because cyber security is not being given the kind of focus in India that it actually deserves. Primarily, India still does not have a national law on cyber security. The Information Technology Act 2000 is thoroughly deficient in cyber security coverage, primarily because it was amended last in 2008. In addition, the Indian National Cyber Security Policy of 2013 has not really yielded much results, primarily because it has remained a paper tiger. It's not been effectively implemented.
This is done by finding vulnerabilities in websites, and hackers normally scan such kind of websites with problems and they hack into it. But in my personal opinion, hacking a website, defacing it is actually a big problem. The reason is because you tend to lose a great deal of intelligence and information. Once you deface a site, you really can't get much out of it. So the point is that defacing is not really a great thing to do, but you can't help it. This is something that people do.
Well, normally these kind of defacements of websites usually happens on 14th and 15th of August during their Independence Day and our Independence Day, where sites in bulk are being defaced. But this is unusual because out of the blue, a government site was defaced and openly Pakistani was proclaiming to be behind it. And I think to this action there has been a stronger Indian reaction, and which I think was bound to come. After all, there has to be some deterrence.
How does this happen?
Well, all these websites have got some or other vulnerabilities. Sometimes there are web-based vulnerabilities where sites could be defaced. Sometimes there are, database vulnerabilities where data is stolen. But most of these actions of defacements of websites, it is more symbolic in nature. It is not about espionage or some kind of cyber attack. It is more about defacements and a public glory and public shame.
Basically, the security measures against these things are you need to have your security audit to be done for every website, particularly the government websites. What they have identified right now in Kerala was that they have hacked an official website of the government. And if those things keep on happening at a regular interval, then only data loss will not be there, but at the same time there will be a lot of a discomfort for the people, because nowadays most of the things are based on web-based applications. So definitely it will create certain amount of a discomfort for the people. And particularly if you are hacking websites for a metro, or you are going to hack a website for airlines, then it will have a huge impact on your traveling sector and other sectors. So if you really look at it, people are hacking websites all over the world for the banks and other areas also. So this is a very extremely serious threat. All people in the world are trying to really identify that what could be the measures could be taken against these things. But there is more amount of a talk than actual measures.